I'm Maria Antokas, and you are watching Core Finance. Core Finance is a series produced with OCN that helps the financially challenged develop better personal finance skills. And speaking of challenges, can you answer this simple question? Who rules your financial well-being? If the answer is someone other than yourself, listen closely. You need to be the ruler of your finances because you should always know your financial position. As a financial educator, I hear a lot of stories. Just the other day, a woman came to me for help. With tears in her eyes, she told me she was getting a divorce, a horrible situation in itself. But during the legal proceedings, she was shocked to learn that her soon-to-be ex-husband had quietly driven the family into financial bankruptcy. For years, she had allowed him to manage the family finances and assumed all was well. Instead, her husband had been lying and mismanaging all their money. Now the family has nothing to live on. The message here is to have regular, open communication between you and the person managing your finances. So that's your first step. Open communication. This is key. Here's a common scenario. Your partner passes away. Do you know if you have enough savings or income to live on your own? You should know this. Just the other day, one man told me his wife couldn't be bothered to know about his retirement plan. Really? Doesn't she want to know how she's going to survive financially if she's left alone? Have the conversation. Be in control. Rule your financial world to avoid potentially unpleasant surprises. Second, agree to make changes to your financial goals if you have to, or keep checking to make sure you're on track. If you're thinking of buying a house, you need to kick up your savings. If you want to go on a luxurious vacation this year, you may need to adjust your budget, and so on. Rule your financial world and you can achieve your goals and start packing that bathing suit. Third, get into the weeds. Review your bank statements regularly. If you and your partner keep separate accounts, are you checking each other's? How about all credit card statements? Is everyone within their spending budget? Follow the paper trail. Do you share statements such as 401ks, pension, brokerage, and tax returns? Do you ask questions if something doesn't make sense? Do the answers make sense? Partnerships are about sharing and trust. The ruler of the finances in your world should trust you enough to share the weeds, and vice versa. But what if you are the de facto financial ruler because there's nobody to help you and you're scared? Think of the lives lived in the gospel. Jesus' parables can teach us many lessons on finances. Remember the story of Zacchaeus the tax collector? Zacchaeus was the little man who had to climb a tree to see Jesus when he came to his village. Out of everyone Jesus passed that day, it was Zacchaeus who drew his attention. Now, why is this a personal finance lesson? Zacchaeus was small in stature. Is that how you feel? Small because you don't think that you can learn to take care of yourself financially? Zacchaeus had knowledge, even some financial knowledge, but he still wanted to learn. In fact, he risked his life by climbing a tree to really see. He went out of his way to change. Are you willing to take the risk to take control of your financial life? As Luke said in the gospel about Zacchaeus, he came to himself, and that's when Jesus recognized him. Jesus wants us to change, to see ourselves clearly, learn to understand our weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Don't let others rule your financial world out of weakness or ignorance. It's never too late to change, to learn, and get involved. Find the strength, overcome what you cannot see, and climb the tree. Follow the 3 steps and identify your financial goals, make changes to achieve them, and then get into the weeds. Rule your financial world. Your future depends on it. This is Maria Antokas, hoping you keep strong in your faith and strong in your core financial knowledge.